Hey everyone, welcome to today's gratitude and affirmation practice. Thank you so much for being here. How is everyone? How are you guys? So I did record 3 videos yesterday, and that catches us up. So we are on today, officially today's gratitude, but I don't know if they posted last night or today. I woke up this morning and my phone said, we've closed 15 apps because your phone is overheating. And I'm like, okay, don't know why, but so that might have been one of them. They might have posted today. I did upload them last night. Anyways, the number one gratitude, I got to sleep in today. That was very much needed and set me up for success. Number 2, it is Friday, everybody. What are you doing with your Friday? Number 3 for the day. I must say, again, I really like this antibacterial stuff that I'm using for my feet. They are looking so much better. So the goal is to get them 100% by the time that I have to go to California to do the challenge. Number 4, it was a good day for a bagel. Really enjoyed the fact that I already had food. And, I had a delicious salad with some avocado for lunch. That was really nice. Grateful that I also had the leftovers because I'm going to be making food tomorrow, but it'll just be leftovers, or I have enough leftovers to last me until tomorrow. Number 5, I had a really good happy hour with my team. One of my team members led the happy hour. He found this new game where everyone joins in, and then it's just simple questions. You pick an answer, and then someone has to guess what your answer is, and then you get points based on guessing. And we had some really good conversations. Number 6, I had a really nice run with the doggos. We went pretty far. And, I think they enjoyed it too. What are we on, 6? I think we're on 6. So, again, another productive day, another productive day at work. Always something to be said for that. And, oh my gosh, guys, number 7, the weather was beautiful today outside. I basically worked all day outside. That was so lovely, so nice. And I was in the shade for pretty much the entire day. There's just beautiful trees in the back. And that was, it was so refreshing. Number 8. 8 for the day is going to be, and that reminds me, I need to get the mail. I'm grateful I had time. I watered the plants. We picked up the dog poop in the yard. Other chores I'm going to do tomorrow, but we got the important ones sent. Garbage went out today. Taking care of your environment's really nice. I appreciate it. So, got those done. I don't even know what number we're on. We'll just do 9 again because, there's just so many things. Grateful. So, I had a salmon meal that I got from Wegmans, and there were 2 portions, so I ate one last night and then one tonight, and it was delicious. I was potentially thinking about getting some ice cream, but we're trying to curb the habit. One of the things I realized, though, is that variety. I need more variety in my diet and in my life. So, had a great dinner time, done all of that. And then the next thing after this, grateful that I have time, I'm going to fully clean out my phone now that I know that the videos are up. And we're going to fully clean out my phone. And then 10 for the day. I'm pretty sure I have the rest of this month figured out and the other months, which is really nice. All the way up until seeing John. And podcast is not going to happen tonight. It'll probably happen over the weekend. So on one hand, sad, but on the other hand, grateful because I have other things that I can be catching up and doing, like getting you guys the the last 2 episodes of the podcast. I still need to do that. But we are caught up with these videos. So take that. We are flowing. We are just peacefully flowing through our day. I feel like there was something else that happened in the day too. I don't know. But I am excited too because after, since I did the chores and I'm going to do this video, probably after I clean out my phone, I am going to turn on, probably Wednesday. I would really love to watch the challenge, but if there isn't the right channel for it, then I'm going to do Wednesday and catch up with Wednesday. Have you guys seen the new season? I hear that it like starts off good, but then it peters out. So we'll see. But those are all my gratitudes for today. I also tried to call my prior roommate. Super glad he's okay. I just learned that he was in a car accident. But, you know, maybe he has other things going on. Maybe he's sleeping, but really glad that he's okay. And also grateful. I am going to call John a little bit later today. You know, just grateful that we're friends. Grateful that I can be there for him. So, message of the day for today. What do you do when you're unsettled? And you know what? That question wasn't necessarily even in my head, so this is probably just as much for somebody else specifically coming through as it is for myself. What is being unsettled, right? Like the opposite of unsettled is settled, but to be settled is to be what? To be at rest, okay? So unsettled is not at rest. And there is a emotional and energetic component to this, right? It's more than just the state of being at rest or not being at rest. And so what does it mean to emotionally not be settled, okay? So if we're settled and at rest, then emotionally we have to be what? Present and or embodying ourselves in the present moment. And so the opposite of that is not embodying ourselves, not being energetically all present, right? We feel torn or scattered. And so it's the dissonance of the emotional state to our physical state. Ooh, that's really interesting when you think about it. I might have to make this a podcast episode with John to get his thoughts. But when we are unsettled, we are feeling into and being in the state of the dissonance between our emotional state and our physical state. So it could be, and this is I think why it becomes louder, more apparent when you're in a more restful state, because today, out of any other day, was peaceful. It was peaceful. I made a concerted effort to attach to just peace and ease and flow, and I said, you know what? I don't care. That's what I'm attaching to today. I was physically able to get to that place and state because I was working outside. I was just, like even thinking about it, I just like hit myself. Even thinking about it, I was just more calm, more aware, just very nonchalant today, was able to get everything done. And so what came up? The emotional component that is not at rest. And that also begs the second question, why are we not allowing that part of ourselves to be at rest? It is something that we are having a hard time with accepting or loving or wanting those emotions to be here with ourselves, yet we're denying it rest. And when something comes to rest, going back to energy, right? You're either in motion or not in motion. And if you're not in motion, you're going to stagnate. Your energy is going to stagnate at some point. But when we have this piece of us that's just so unbalanced, uncentered. It's not home. It's not at peace. It's not at rest. And we don't offer it rest. Or maybe we're sitting there like, I've noticed for myself, I'm almost like in the in between where earlier points in my life, I would push it away or ignore it or be like, no, let's just keep going. Let's focus in, let's dial in and whatever. And now, like, I have the strength to sit with my emotions, but yet I think I'm still working out how to give this piece of myself rest and love and just understand it and understand what it needs. And like, I can feel the separation of this part. At the same time, I feel unbalanced inside. And so having to split my time in between the two, it gets difficult. And it seems counterintuitive, right? Because what I said earlier of you're either in motion or you're not in motion. If you're not in motion, you're stagnating. This, to allow release, you have to come to a place where everything kind of like slows down, stops, and then can pick up again. Let me give a good example with animals, okay? Dogs, cats, whatever animal, horses, they all have a release. And what you can look for, dogs, it's the shake, right? Anytime they're shaking off that excess energy. Cats, they have a shake in a different way. It could be like the tail twitch and shake. It could be the back, like where they just have a like hunched look. Both of them yawn. And then horses, they can do the neck shake, or they have like the body twitches. But the biggest one is what is called a lick and chew, where the horse like kind of like sticks out its tongue and then like grinds its teeth, and almost as if it's chewing something. That's it. Processing. Animals have a yawn. And so when does that occur though? That occurs when the animal comes into the present and stops for a second. So to capture all of this and bring us home, bring us to our summary, how can we give ourselves that moment of rest to then allow that piece to at least integrate and like release? Because also a lot of times we're holding on to something that we don't want to release because there's a story to it, etc., etc. So I would say, and something that I'm going to practice today for myself is attaching to the parts of my body that feel at rest. Not trying to bring rest to that other part, but when it comes up saying, oh, look, in my leg, it feels really good right now. It's relaxing. It's at rest. Or even you can do that with your environment too. Oh, look, that person, they look so relaxed. And if I put myself in that embodiment, oh yeah, my body's relaxing. Oh, like essentially telling that part of yourself, like, look at this. Look at how good this feels. And on one hand, I think that's, going to have that part that's like riled up, not at rest, is feel a little angsty, frustrated. It's going to allow that to just kind of come back in and then just see what happens, right? Stop attaching a story even if you know what story is behind that part, you're not helping yourself in this moment by rehashing the story. You can rehash the story at a different time when you have more of yourself to focus on that story. So I hope that was helpful for somebody. I just want to say I love you guys. I think collectively everyone's been feeling a certain type of energy, a certain type of way. It's been, it's been. We're not using the B word. We're not using the BUSY word. Just not doing it. Don't call in more of what you don't want, Anyways, affirmation time. Number 1, as always, I'm divinely guided and supported. I can ask for help whenever I need to. With gratitude, I humbly ask for help today. Number 2, I am at rest. Number 3, I love myself deeply, fully, and completely. Number 4, I'm not going to stress. Everything's being worked out for my ultimate good. I can just be in a state of receiving. Number 5, sleep is my divine practice. Deep, refreshing, peaceful, healing, soul refreshing sleep is available to me each and every night. I claim it tonight and every night. Number 6, I'm a person that everything works out for easily, effortlessly, quickly, in my highest favor, with me, fully supported, and for the good of all. Number 7, I am in alignment with divine timing. I allow in anything that is for my highest good and is aligned with where I am now and where I want to go, especially with where I want to go. Or were we already at number 9? I don't know. Let's do 8. 8 for the day. What a beautiful day to be alive. Let's claim a day, our accomplishments, appreciate the fact that we are powerfully co-creating all of this, and give ourselves some more room to manifest. 9, I have infinite possibilities. I choose what is most fun, living, exciting, nourishing, happy, healthy, and healing for myself. And 10 for the day, I am not telling myself any more bad stories. That's it. But that is all for today, guys. I hope you're doing well. I have a few more things I want to do. I'm going to keep relaxing into my evening. Maybe I'll even read. Ooh. Now, there's an idea. Maybe I will start catching up on some books. But I love you guys. Hope you're doing well. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.